Welcome back. Let's continue our adventure to episode 9 and 10. With Nami now joining the crew as their navigator, the trio sets out on a critical mission to find a ship sturdy enough to conquer the dangerous waters of the Grand Line. Their journey brings them to Syrup Village, a quiet, unsuspecting village that may just hold the key to their next adventure. Meet Usopp, the village prankster and self-proclaimed pirate captain, leading his crew of 3 loyal friends on imaginary adventures. Known for his tall tales, Usopp regularly tricks the townspeople into thinking there is a pirate invasion. But this time, Usopp's warnings are true. Unknown to the townspeople, a real pirate crew has actually arrived. The Straw Hat Pirates. When Usopp boldly confronts the newcomers, he tries every trick in his book to scare them off. Puffing out his chest, he declares himself the great Captain Usopp, warning that his fierce crew will swarm them if they dare set foot on his island. He even waves a slingshot dramatically, as if he alone can drive them back. But Luffy and his crew see through the act immediately, and instead of being frightened, Luffy finds himself intrigued. Recognizing Usopp's distinctive spirit, Luffy pieces together that Usopp must be the son of Yasopp, the sharpshooter who sailed under Shanks, and we see a flashback of Yasopp telling Luffy about his son, Usopp. As Luffy excitedly shares stories of Usopp's father over a hearty meal, Usopp suddenly excuses himself, leaving the Straw Hats to continue their conversation. Luffy and the gang discusses their need for a sturdy ship to venture into the Grand Line, and perhaps a bit of financial support from Kaya, the village's wealthy young heiress, who lives in a grand mansion perched above the village. Usopp excused himself earlier to visit Kaya, a frail but kind girl who finds joy in his wild, made-up stories. However, her strict butler, Klahadore, views Usopp as a bad influence. Not one to be left out, Luffy boldly bursts into the mansion, despite his friend's attempts to hold him back. They land right in front of Usopp and Kaya, but their intrusion doesn't go unnoticed. Their presence draws Klahadore's wrath as he harshly insults Usopp, calling him a liar and labeling his father a filthy pirate. Furious, Usopp punches Klahadore, proudly defending his father as a brave warrior of the sea. As Usopp storms out, an enraged Luffy tries to confront Klahadore, but Zoro holds him back. Meanwhile, a mysterious character arrives. Introducing himself as Django, a hypnotist, he puts on a demonstration that leaves even himself in a deep sleep. Later, Luffy finds Usopp reflecting over their earlier clash with Klahadore, and the two quickly bond over their shared dislike for the butler. As they talk about Usopp's father Yasopp's legacy, a shocking truth surfaces. Klahadore, the supposedly loyal servant, is actually the infamous Captain Kuro of the Black Cat Pirates. For years he's been conspiring with his partner, Django, to murder Kaya and claim her fortune by using Django's hypnosis to alter her will in his favor. Usopp, stunned, always thought that Captain Kuro had been captured and executed by the Marines, but in a twisted revelation, they learn that Kuro escaped by having a look-alike executed in his place. Now, after years undercover, he's set to launch his scheme with his crew stationed nearby, and the plan to take Kaya's wealth already in motion. Caught eavesdropping, Luffy and Usopp become immediate targets. Django quickly hypnotizes the carefree Luffy, putting him into a deep sleep, which causes him to tumble off the cliff. Though rattled, Usopp gathers his courage and sprints back to the village, desperate to warn everyone about the impending threat. Yet with his reputation as the village liar, he knows convincing them won't be easy.